All right, good evening, everyone. It is 6:55 p.m., Sunday, March 15th, 2026. It seems like we did this just a year ago, almost to the day, in fact. We have severe weather coming into the Mid-South metro area, Memphis metro area here, and are going to carry you through with a live stream for the next little while as these storms move through the metro and give you some information as we go through here, share with you what we know, what we're watching, let you know where the warnings are, what communities might be impacted by these storms as we move through, and just give you some good information. Hopefully, we're going to cross our fingers that we are able to keep our power tonight and be able to take these storms right through the metro. We'll be here right with you. With me tonight, I'm meteorologist Eric Procius with MemphisWeather.net. Also have with me meteorologist Richard Hosny, and also one of our interns tonight is joining the stream as well, Aiden O'Brien, who is, if both Richard and I lose power tonight, Aiden won't, because he is coming from us from the East Coast, and one of our interns that helps to put out all the good information that you get on social media. He is manning the social media feeds tonight, and we'll be pushing that information out and able to feed us back some information from you guys as well. If you see anything out there that we need to be aware of, we would love to hear that. So we are going live now as these severe thunderstorms start tracking into the metro, just about exactly when we said they would be. Right here around the 7 o'clock hour as this line is pushing towards the river. We do have a tornado watch that's in effect for the entire metro until 11 p.m. tonight. That watch will not be in effect all the way till 11. The storms will be out of here before then. But it is a tornado watch. And check the feed. Hold on, I've got an audio problem on my end. There we go. All right, and we're not professionals at this, so we'll do our best here with the audio feeds and the video as well. Tornado watch until 11 o'clock as these storms move through. Severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect as well. We've got a couple of tornado warnings over in Arkansas. The main threats tonight are going to be strong, damaging wind up to as high as 75 miles an hour. In some instances, there is a chance of a large hail of an inch in size as well, and we could see a few tornadoes around the area. The squall line has not completely taken shape into a solid line yet, and that means that some of these individual cells that are there that are helping to start forming this line, moving into a pretty volatile atmosphere, actually, despite not having too many breaks in the sun today. We did get warm enough to add just enough instability to what's a very dynamic atmosphere over the Mid-South tonight, and these storms are moving into better ingredients than they actually had in Arkansas as they're moving east. So we're going to pause this loop for just a minute. Let's talk about what's going on right now, Memphis and Shelby County right here in the middle of the screen. And we'll deal with the initial storm in Shelby County first. We do have a pretty strong thunderstorm that is located over southwestern Shelby County around the President's Island area, extending west to the West Memphis airport, just approaching I-40 across the river now. And that storm's moving northeast, as all the storms are, at a pretty good clip. The warning tells us that that storm is moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. That means we shouldn't be trying to outrun these on the interstate. They will not... They're not slowed down by any other clouds in their way like we are other slow vehicles on the interstate. So very quickly, these storms are moving across. Any of these storms that pop up out ahead of what will likely become a severe squall line that is forming to the west do have some tornado potential in them. The thunderstorm warnings that are being issued tonight do have a tornado possible tag on them. And what that means is that it cannot be ruled out that one of these storms might produce a tornado. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. This storm that's in Shelby County has a warning that is in effect until 7:30, and it extends basically north of I-40 and the I-40 loop, or the 240 loop, and then southwest through southwestern Shelby County. It also includes the eastern portions of Crittenden County, from I-40 north up through Marion, including West Memphis and portions of I-55. So this storm that is now closing in on the downtown area imminently is going to move very quickly across that area and right up through the center of Shelby County, We've got Highway 51 going up towards Millington, and that's about the track that this storm is going to take. We can stick the storm track on it, and you do see that it basically goes right up Highway 51, just to the west of Highway 14 there, if it stays on this track. So that is those areas that are in the line of the storm, in the path of the storm, can expect torrential rain, maybe some small hail, wind gusts up to, I believe, 60 miles an hour on this storm. So that is the type of impact that we can expect from that storm as it moves to the northeast across Shelby County. I want to pan back out just a little bit. We'll hit a few other areas as these storms continue to move off to the northeast. There is down to our south in northwestern Mississippi multiple storms. None of these right now are severe thunderstorm warned, but DeSoto County, Tunica County, all the way down to Tate County, and a pretty good size cluster of storms up over Marshall County. These storms are all moving to the northeast and will be moving up into southwest Tennessee. Right now, none of these are warned, but any of these storms will be capable of 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts and the potential for small hail as they move off to the northeast. We also have a small storm up around to the west side of Somerville, between Oakland and Somerville, moving to the northeast. So that will go into northern parts of Fayette County. Also not warned, a smaller storm. And then back to our west, we have the line that is forming. And I'm going to back out a little bit further so you can see, basically have a squall line now that is formed all the way from the Missouri Boot Heel down through northeastern Arkansas. It is to the east of Jonesboro now, moving down into eastern Poinsett, Cross, and St. Francis counties, and down into Lee County. So this is our main squall line back to the west. For just a moment, I'm going to take off the warning so that we can see that a little more clearly, and a few of these other indicators on here. So there's the squall line as it's moving to the east. So all these storms ahead of it are moving to the northeast. This line is moving, the storms are moving northeast, but the line is pushing to the east as the cold front comes in behind it. And we see west-northwesterly winds behind this line. So once this line moves east and crosses the metro, this is our main event for tonight. And once that line is to the east, it will signal the end of the threat of severe weather. We have probably another hour to hour and a half